On the scales, King Rai Garcia. 146.8 pounds for
147 pounds. We know how big you are. How much better are you feeling right now?
Much better. You know, this is the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable. So excited to start my journey at 147.
Las Vegas just got quiet for a moment because the numbers are official. Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios both hit the scale without drama, which means tomorrow night at the T-Mobile Arena, there are no more excuses left. Barrios stood firm at 147 pounds. Composed, controlled, built for this division. Garcia stepped in at 146.8, shredded, sharp, and visibly locked in. The weight is settled. The paperwork is done. Now it becomes something else entirely. A collision with consequences.
I mean, I'm not going to give too much energy into that. You know, he likes to talk a lot, but at the end of the day...
Barrios! Mario Barrios.
The face-off didn't feel staged. It felt personal. Words were exchanged, neither man backing away, their foreheads nearly touching as security hovered closer by the second. Nearly a full minute of silence and tension before officials finally stepped in. That wasn't promotion, that was pressure. And once the scales are out of the way, the only thing left is reality. Because the biggest voices in boxing have started choosing sides, and the predictions are splitting the sport.
Yeah,
I think he sleeps Ryan.
Late. I'm thinking Ryan's winning early, and then
I think that too. I think Ryan's gonna come out winning, and I think that he's gonna be taller, longer.
Hey, who do you think is gonna win in the fight? Ryan Garcia or Mario Barrios?
I think Ryan Garcia, bro. Yeah, he's really good, and I think this is his chance. You know, I hope he's working hard because
he is, bro.
Yeah, okay, because this is his chance to be a world champion.
The face-off didn't feel staged. It felt personal. Words were exchanged, neither man backing away, their foreheads nearly touching as security hovered closer by the second. Nearly a full minute of silence and tension before officials finally stepped in. That wasn't promotion, that was pressure. And once the scales are out of the way, the only thing left is reality. Because the biggest voices in boxing have started choosing sides, and the predictions are splitting the sport.
Come to fight, and it's going to give a fun, fan-friendly fight. May the best man win.
When a pound-for-pound technician speaks, people listen. Crawford has shared the ring with elite welterweights his entire career. He understands timing, distance, weight, dynamics. But he also issued a warning. Speed early is one thing. Sustaining it at 147 for 12 hard rounds is another. That's where size becomes a quiet factor. Crawford sees a path for Garcia, fast start, early control. But if Barrios survives the first 6 rounds, the story could flip in the championship stretch.
When you fought Ryan, it was the catchweight, right? So he was drained.
Bro, he was in more shape. If you go look at the fight and how the fight was, he was in more shape. Niggas saying I drank. No, I did not. He was eating the day before.
Then Gervonta Davis stepped in, and the tone shifted. Tank didn't hedge. He predicted a stoppage. Not close, not competitive. He believes Garcia's power doesn't scale the way people assume. Davis has felt it firsthand, and his argument is simple. Power at 135 doesn't automatically carry 2 true welterweights, walking around at 165 or more. According to Tank, Barrios won't just absorb Garcia's left hook, he'll walk through it.
We had a media workout. He was eating at his media workout, bro. I wasn't even eating at my media workout. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just, he tricked the people like, yeah, I'm draining. No, you wasn't. I just made him have to work harder than what you seen when he fought Devin?
Davis doubled down by pointing to a pattern. Garcia gets clipped. Garcia reacts. At 147, those punches are heavier, more punishing, more draining. Tank believes the real danger zone isn't early, it's late. Rounds 9 and 10, when conditioning is tested and composure cracks. That's when he sees Barrios breaking Garcia down methodically. And when the man who handed you your first knockout loss predicts another collapse, people pay attention.
I mean, if he did to slip the hook, he could be able to go ahead and...
So you're not buying the PD stuff? You think that was a win?
But Shocker Stevenson disrupted that narrative instantly. He sees a different ending entirely. Stevenson argues that Garcia's explosiveness is being underestimated. He reminds everyone that Garcia dropped Devin Haney multiple times, a fighter known for elite defense. In Shocker's eyes, Barrios doesn't possess that same defensive awareness. If Garcia lands clean, Stevenson believes it won't be gradual, it will be sudden. He even circled round 7 as the breaking point.
It'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked. He don't stand a chance.
Shocker's logic is rooted in rhythm. Barrios pressures forward. That's his nature. But pressure creates openings. Garcia thrives on timing, not chaos. If Barrios leans in too aggressively, Stevenson believes that left hook will arrive with surgical precision. And once it does, recovery won't be simple. That take alone reignited debate, forcing fans to reconsider whether Barrios' forward momentum is actually a hidden liability.
I couldn't believe that a guy like, no disrespect to Ryan, but I felt like I was levels above him. I couldn't believe that a guy like Ryan could beat me. I trained super hard. I was super disciplined. He did everything wrong. I did everything right. So I was just...
Devin Haney added fuel to the fire. He didn't mask his personal feelings. He openly hopes Barrios wins. But beyond emotion, Haney's technical breakdown carried weight. He questioned Garcia's defensive discipline and pointed to recent vulnerabilities. If Romero could exploit moments, Haney argues, what happens against a naturally stronger welterweight with more patience? According to him, Garcia's biggest flaw isn't speed. It's delayed respect for incoming power.
The weight is definitely hard for both of them to make. We got to see, who left it all in the gym or who's fresh on that night. And I think that's what's going to determine the win.
Canelo Alvarez approached it differently. Calm, calculated. He sees a war. 2 punches, 2 mentalities. But Canelo leans toward Barrios. Not because of skill gaps, but because of natural size. If Garcia can't impose himself early, the later rounds become dangerous territory. And when a champion accustomed to weight advantages explains how accumulated shots shift fights, it's not speculation. It's experience.
All Ryan has is a left hook. You know him very well. What other weapons does Ryan have?
He's a very talented fighter, so he needs to be very careful with Ryan because he's a strong and very fast fighter.
Any advice to Ryan, like any weapons you saw that he could?
He needs to do his job and train 100%.
Canelo's breakdown focused on hydration and durability. At true welterweight, properly fueled bodies hit differently. By round 8 or 9, those small differences compound. If Garcia hasn't created separation early, he may feel the weight class in ways he hasn't before. For Canelo, this fight isn't about who is faster. It's about who manages physical toll over time.
There's not a far-gone conclusion that Ryan can take out a guy like Barrios, man. Barrios is experienced. I don't give a damn what anybody say. He got a lot of experience, man. He got the best resume at 147 pounds, right? He's a champion. You know what I mean? He's been in the ring with Tank Davis as well. He's been in the ring.
Timothy Bradley delivered perhaps the most structured analysis. He predicts Barrios by decision, emphasizing control and pace. Bradley questions Garcia's ability to sustain high output for 12 rounds at this weight. He highlighted defensive habits, head pulled straight back, limited lateral movement, flaws that a disciplined jab can exploit. In his eyes, early rounds favor Garcia. Late rounds favor Barrios decisively.
Who else was the guy he been in the ring with that was
back out recently, obviously.
Back out recently, and there was another one.
Thurman? Was it Thurman?
Yeah, Keith one-time Thurman. So I mean, he's felt resistance. He's felt resistance at every single level, right? Even with the southpaw. So I mean, you got a guy like Garcia.
Errol Spence Jr. completely reversed that logic. He sees a stylistic advantage for Garcia. Spence believes Barrios' forward pressure aligns perfectly with Garcia's counter timing. According to him, the power will translate because Garcia has physically rebuilt for this division. This isn't a rushed move up. It's a calculated transition. And Spence expects that left hook to carry consequences.
What have you been telling him to keep him grounded in this situation?
Just stay focused, keep working, and stay dedicated to your craft, and don't let his antics, get under your skin, because that's what he's trying to do. So just stay focused, and I feel like he can come on top. He just stay focused, stay hungry, and realize that he's equal to Tank.
Spence insists Garcia's frame supports 147 naturally. Strength training, muscle distribution, Proper conditioning. He believes the power will feel identical to what opponents experienced at lower weights. In his view, if Garcia lands clean, the results won't depend on size. It will depend on precision. And that possibility keeps this fight balanced on a razor's edge.
He got back-to-back draws. That's a history in the making. Not an entertaining one, but it's history in the making. Draw and so let's see if Ryan can, beat him. And then, like I said, they're all lightweights moving up. So then if they were to ever try to see us at 54, then they're playing with fire once again.
Keith Thurman sees a split decision chess match. Early speed for Garcia. Late composure for Barrios. He predicts rounds 7 through 10 as the pivotal window, the moment when physical differences begin to matter. In Thurman's projection, judges split slightly, but Barrios edges ahead through consistency and late control.
Okay, and so you think Ryan's got a bigger punch than that? Bigger punch than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when Ryan touches you.
No, when he touches lightweights, see? Yeah. He hasn't dropped real welterweights.
Okay, yep.
Is there even a real welterweight
that he's fought
in the welterweight division? I think Conor Benn's the only real welterweight left.
Freddie Roach leaned toward Barrios as well. He views Garcia's recent setbacks as warning signs, not accidents. For Roach, natural comfort at 147 carries enormous value. His tactical suggestion was clear. Establish the jab, own the center, let Garcia work harder than he wants to. Fatigued breeds mistakes. Mistakes at welterweight end fights.
Yeah. That's true. My prediction is, may the best man win.
Even legends are divided. Some question Garcia's discipline. Others believe his talent overrides doubt. Andre Ward framed it bluntly. Talent excites crowds. Execution wins championships. Barrios is steady. Garcia is explosive. Tomorrow night isn't about hype or prediction anymore. It's about whether speed can outrun size, whether power can silence pressure. And when the opening bell rings, every theory disappears. Only consequences remain. Please subscribe my channel for more unique and attractive videos.